Welcome back to the Fresh Rewatch podcast. My name is Jared Weathers, and that is my mom. You can call her Mom. I don't know why.
I don't know why you don't tell people my name.
Do you want people to know your name?
I mean, I don't think
Go
it
ahead and
matters.
introduce yourself in episode 2. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is April, Jared's mom. You can call me Mom or April. That's fine.
You call her Miss Thompson. That's
Yeah.
what you call that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we did episode 1.
Yeah,
How did you feel that went?
I think it went all right. I think it went well.
Now this is episode 2. Now we established, they live in New York City.
Right.
They go to a coffee shop. Sometimes it seems like 5 times a day.
Yeah,
And
they
go to
seem to
coffee
be
shop
there
all
all the time. Yeah.
So we are going to hop into episode 2 with some information.
Oh boy. Okay.
Director, James Burrow. Written by David Crane and Mark Kaufman. Premiered September 29th, 1994. Now, this is going to be a game for us. Guess how many viewers it had?
3 million.
You're bad at this game.
I know.
20.2 million.
Whoa. Wow, really? What was the first one?
21.9.
Oh. I thought it was less than that.
No.
Okay. All right.
Nick has a 2 million.
Yeah, I did. And then
No,
I was like,
no.
holy shit, that went up. Oh, okay. Well,
I
actually,
actually went down.
it went down.
It went down by almost 1 million.
Yeah, because Lisa Kudrow.
I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why. All right. So we see Ross at the museum that he works at because he's a paleontologist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
That we haven't established yet. We have not. I don't think we established that he's a paleontologist.
No.
So at this moment, we just think that he's working at a museum.
Yeah.
His ex-wife comes, which I'm not sure if you noticed this. It's not the woman who plays Susan later, or Carol later.
No, because I don't know that.
Okay, well, this lady who plays her in their first appearance is I can't think of her. It starts with an A. It's like Anita.
Okay. I don't know her name.
Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. I forgot that it was not the same person because so what happened was, get some background here. She wanted a more stable role on show instead of just being a recurring character like his ex-wife is.
Right.
And so she went to go work on a different show.
Oh, okay.
And so they had to replace her. The person who plays Susan has always been the same from her first appearance to the last appearance. So.
Is Susan the girlfriend?
Yeah, the girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wife.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So Carol comes to see Ross at his work and says that she's great.
Right.
Obviously, very shocked at this. Carol says that he can be in the child's life or not. She's not forcing him, whatever he wants to do. Of course, and then while that's all happening, Monica's cleaning her apartment as we have known her.
Yeah, she cleans a lot. Yeah.
She's a clean freak.
Yes.
As she gets called later. Because her parents are coming. She's very, her and her parents, she says that they don't have a very good relationship because her mom always puts her down.
Right.
Which is not good. Obviously, Ross is seen as the golden child.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny and kind of sad. A little bit of both. So she's just frantically looking for this. Rachel misplaces her engagement ring.
Yeah.
So she has no idea where it is. Joy asks when she had it on last, and Phoebe says before she lost it. Which is, not wrong, but not the question he was asking. So then she kind of retraces her steps a little bit in the kitchen, realizes it's in the lasagna
Yeah.
that Monica made. And Monica picks it up like she's gonna look through the lasagna,
yeah.
and she's like, and I think Joey or Chandler says that's not how you look through lasagna.
No.
And then they start
going through it.
Yeah. Then they find it, which is good. And the Ross comes back to the apartment, very sulking, very sad. Which I'm not really sure why he's sad, because he got good news.
Well, it might be good news that he's having a baby, but then his ex-wife has left him for someone else. So
that is true.
And then she's telling him that, hey, you don't really have to be involved, but if you want to, you can.
Yeah.
So
he tells the news to everybody, and as they're talking about him having a baby, you just hear like clinking sounds. Everyone turns around and Joey's eating
the lasagna. Yeah.
He's like, "You guys are done with this, right?" Very funny. Sorry about the yelling. Oh yeah, and then she invited him to go to the first sonogram also.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Which is the next day. Obviously, he's still processing this. Later, Monica and Ross have dinner with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Judy.
Right.
Which Judy, the mother, is always, giving little barbs to Monica.
Yeah.
Which obviously she doesn't like, and tells her to stop if she doesn't. And like all through this dinner, just little jabs. Just little jabs, and then
Monica's trying to get Ross to tell them.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, you want to tell them about the baby thing?"
Leave her alone.
And he's like, whatever. Eventually, he does tell them, which they're excited about.
Right.
Obviously, having grandchildren it's a big step.
Yeah.
And then, while also shocked, Judy turns back to Monica and says, "You knew about this?"
Right.
Like it's her fault somehow again.
That they don't know already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ross goes to the sonogram, obviously, because it's his kid.
Right.
That's what you do. And asks how he can be involved. They don't want him to name the child.
Right.
Because they already picked out a couple names.
Yeah, and they don't want the child to have his last name.
Yeah.
They want the baby to have, I think it's the girlfriend's
last name. I think it's Susan's last name.
Yeah.
Is what they decided on.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't like that.
Well, understandable.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're going to use both their last names.
Yeah.
As their last name. And then Susan kind of jabs him and says that it's her baby too.
Right.
Kind of, which he doesn't like. He doesn't like Susan. Not a fan of Susan.
No, no. She's a little bit rude.
Yeah. He realizes he's not ready to be involved and turns as the doctor finds the heartbeat, and he turns back around, and obviously,
yeah,
he's like, "Oh, that's my kid."
Yeah.
Which we'll get to this later, but it's actually played by twins. That is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, played by twins. Well, we'll
okay.
We'll get to that later. Ross brings over the sonogram to show everybody. It's a video. It's a video.
Yeah, it's a video one. Yeah.
Which I watched on TV. I'm not sure how you do that. Is it put on a VHS?
I don't know, because
I don't know. Was that an option for you?
No, not in 1997. It was not.
Sure how that...
You could only get the picture.
They had better technology.
Yeah,
in 94.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Meanwhile, Rachel visits Barry he's a dentist, to give him the ring back.
Right.
And apologizes for running out on their wedding. But it actually turns out that he was sleeping with Mindy the entire time anyway.
Yeah.
And they went on the honeymoon. And
then that kid's just sitting in that chair waiting to get his teeth done.
Which is actually really funny that her ex-fiance in this is a dentist, because of Horrible Bosses, she plays a dentist.
Oh yeah, that's true. She does.
I think that's very funny how that kind of happens.
She does.
Rachel then talks to Mindy on the phone, and hopes that everything works out for them and all that kind of stuff. And that she hopes that their kids will have Bear's receding hairline and her old nose. Which is kind of funny. She hangs up and very, which, I'd be proud, man. You even though it was a little bit of a cheap shot, it was still, I think, deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Compared to episode 1, obviously there are two one is to set up the plot, the other one is to kind of keep it moving along.
Keep it, yeah.
I think this had a better story to it.
Yeah, no, I did too. Yeah.
More,
because I was kind of like, oh, I hope like not all these episodes are like this, the first one, but then as you get into it, it gets good.
Yeah.
Gets a little better.
Oh yeah,
gets a little better.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this episode? What are your
I mean the episode was good. I like this episode.
Is there anything a little like
I didn't really find anything in this one. Like just watching it and I kind of felt bad for Ross in this one just because, I mean, finding out you have a kid, but then like I feel like Carol is like more trying to get him involved and stuff, and I feel like the girlfriend Susan is just trying to push him away.
Yeah, trying to cut him out.
Yeah, so I think it's more like Carol's trying to do the right thing, but then the girlfriend's like, whatever.
Yeah.
So he kind of felt a little bad for Ross in this one, but yeah.
I agree. I think which I mean she tried to do throughout the series as well. Where she's like eventually she stops, but very early on she's like trying to kind of take over that role.
Yeah.
Which if Ross was like, I don't want to be a part of it, whatever, it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
But
then that's
because he is trying to make an effort, whatever effort he can. I think it's kind of scummy for her to do that.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, not good.
No.
All right. So how are you feeling now? Are you kind of getting into the kind of feeling it?
Kind of feeling it, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
As we go on, I'm sure it will be.
Oh, I'm sure. All right. Well, that's going to be it for episode 2. Thank everybody for watching this episode. We will we'll see you next time. Hopefully next week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully.
The schedule. All right.
See you in the next one.
There you go. She got it.